Hi, it's Sandra, and today I want to show you a manicure doing this. So I started this manicure and I thought, well, I'm going to actually do a video on it. And I'm so excited about it because, you know, Christmas in July, and I love Christmas. I love all the plates that I have. It's so much fun decorating nails. I also love Halloween. So those are my two favorite times to decorate nails, which I'm sure everybody is. But I wanted to show you some kind of a little unique technique with doing stickers. Now, I have done a video, and I'm going to get you close up here. I did a video early on these nails. These aren't stickers. I'm sorry. These are called, what are they called? I don't know if they're called nail wraps or what they're called. Let's see if I have another. These are the ones that I'm using, and these are from What's Up. And I have to tell you that I do not know how much they cost because it has been so long since I purchased these. And I did them early on when I first started doing nails, and I did not do them right. And I had nothing but a problem with them. And if you watch some of my other videos, you'll see. And so I didn't do them anymore. So these are called water decals for nails, and that's what I'm using. So what I want to do is show you the proper way to do this, and I want to show you how I mix this in with the decal. The one thing that I found out from these decals is you cannot do like this and then do like totally ignore that and then just do your nails whatever you want. It flows much better if you actually use the water decal and then you kind of mix and match on your with your nail stamping. Or you could do all water decals. Now, I could have done all water decals, except for I screwed them up because I was practicing and figuring this out. So I did waste a few of them. Now, so go on What's Up website and, you know, check these out. I'm not sure if there's one. There may only be one sheet of these. Let's open up this one because this one was not opened. I've used this one before. Which brings me to a very important point. So what I was doing, I read the back, and there are directions, and I took these out of the package, and there is only one. Looks like there's only one per package. So I don't know how much they were. And I probably got them on sale because I don't like paying full price for stuff like this. So what I did was I did exactly what the directions said, except for I ignored the first step, which is remove protective transparent sticker and cut a design piece close to the shape of the image using scissors. All right. What is the protective transparent sticker? So what I was doing was I just took this out of the package, I cut around it, I threw it in the water, took it out, and it felt like it was so thick. I'm like, this cannot be right. Well, guess what? The transparent stuff is this right here. Like your actual stamping plates, it has a transparent thing on top of it, cover on it. So once you take that off, it goes very smooth. So I'm going to show you how I did this manicure up to this point and give you just some ideas with using these stickers and go from there. Now, in the past, I have tried to do videos on just, you know, stamping nails, and I haven't gotten a good outcome from it. There are some people that watch them, but it seems like it's picking up now, and people are actually interested in watching me do my nails. So do me a favor. If you like watching these sorts of videos where I'm just doing a manicure, give me a thumbs up or comment. Make a comment in the comments and tell me if this is something that you like to see. So let's go ahead and get started. And I did figure out with this, you have to have a base coat on. I did not, underneath the water decal, I did not put any polish. I just did a sticky base coat, and that was Maniology's. You could also use, in fact, let's try this Orly Bonder. Let's see how this works. So this one was done with the sticky base coat of Maniology, and this one I'm going to actually use this Orly sticky base coat. See if this helps, or how I like it, how it compares to the Maniology sticky base coat. I did find out that if you screw around too long with this and with the sticky base coat, the water decal won't stick, which is of no surprise. So you've got to have this dry a little bit so that it's tacky. Again, you're going to try to get to that tacky point. Okay, so this time what I want to do is, I think I'm going to use, because I'm going to do the same on the other hand, I'm going to use this one right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off. And remember, this one I already took off the transparent paper that was on there. So I'm going to cut this because I've added a swirl, a candy swirl to my other nail. So I can put this on and it all kind of matches, which to me, it doesn't have to match, but it has to kind of go with the flow of the nails. So I'm going to cut this off. And using these little scissors is such a nightmare. Whew, those are a nightmare. Okay, so I'm going to cut this around like that. All right, and I want to show you what I want to show you too. Well, we'll do that after this. So, because I don't want to miss our stickiness on here. So I'm going to throw this in water. This is just regular water. And you're going to take out your tweezers. And it says to let these soak for 10 to 20 seconds. And that's what I'm going to do. Just let it soak a little bit. And then what I want to do is actually show you the plates that I'm using to get these designs. So you can get everything that I did with these nails. So we're going to let that soak for a little bit. And I have, for the blue that I used on this nail, I used this Sally Hansen, and this is called Sugar Fix. And this is really my favorite light blue. I love this color. I don't know, it looks like Disney World to me. I just really like it. Okay, so that's what I used for the blue base coat. All right, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to slide this off of the paper. See how easy that comes off once you have the transparent paper off? And then what I'm going to do, and of course I have this on the wrong way, so I'm going to take this tip. The square tip should be at the end of your nail. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on my nail. Try to get it as straight as I can. All right, and then I'm going to take my latex, I don't know what you call this, stick, I'll call it, and I'm going to kind of push it down and get the bubbles out. Go all around, especially in here. Now these stickers are big enough that I can actually, if I get it on there okay, I can actually not worry about the fact that some of my nail is going to show, because all I have, remember, is the Orly Bonder on there. I don't have a color on there. But if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then just put a base coat on of the color, you know, probably blue or whatever color the sticker is, the water decal is, and you'll be all set. Now, I have quite a bit left over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut around this kind of carefully. Do this on camera. Kind of the excess off. All right, and then the rest of it, what I can do is use my brush and my acetone. Now, I do have a wrinkle here. Kind of push that down. Push this down. Push this down. And the Orly worked pretty good, so I think either or is good for this. And I'm so excited because I do love Christmas so much. It's so nice that we have a month that we can do some more Christmas. And I heard that the Hallmark Channel has Christmas movies going. It might be worth it to purchase the Hallmark Channel at this time just so I can watch those Christmas movies. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is just take my acetone and take off the excess. I feel more comfortable using the acetone than I do actually doing the cutting with the scissors. To me, it's so awkward, and I hate those tiny scissors, so get that down. Now, it also says on the edge you can file it, which is a good idea. I kind of tuck it in with the acetone, and then go underneath it with the acetone if there's any big laps, any big bits that are underneath my nail. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up like you would if you stamped it. Now, What's Up does have sales, and I'm pretty sure that when I bought these were on sale. So I would wait. I don't remember how much they were normally, but I know that I thought that it was cool when they were on sale. So I would look for them on sale. Okay, I'm just going to go over this again a little bit here. You don't want to do it really hard when you first start because it will rip. Got a little bit of cotton there. Okay, now, so that's it. That is the water decal. Now, once it dries, I can just put a top coat over it, just like I normally would. And what I do first, though, is I actually did do the, even though I don't think you need to, I did the smudge-free top coat Maniology first. And then later I did my thicker top coat, which is always, if you know me, it's Glisten and Glow. Okay, so there's the Maniology top coat. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. It's actually kind of looks like 4th of July because it is red, white, and blue. So so that's what I did so far. So I've got the 2 decals, and for those who know me, I usually like to do my nails so that when others look at them, they're right side up. But I put the sticker on the wrong way, so I just decided to do the whole manicure that way. Obviously, this doesn't matter and this doesn't matter, but I did this one that way. Now, for this finger, what I did, I used this gel. It's not gel, it's a regular polish. This Sally Hansen, just like I said, the Sugar Fix. And then what I did was I looked at this clear jelly stamper, and it's CJS C27. And lo and behold, not only did they have the peppermint candy, the big ones, but they had little ones down here, and they had a stick. And I was like, oh my God, that is perfect. Now, the only thing that it did not have, and I had a heck of a time finding, was the little bow. So, because these had little bows, and I kind of wanted to make it consistent. Oh, and by the way, I did use the little snowflakes from this too. All right, so the bow. Where did I get the bow? Well, the bow came from this plate, which is Maniology M251. You probably have plates with bows on it and just don't know it. So, but this plate, I had a couple. I picked out this one, and if you see right here on the full nail, here's the bow that I used on this. So those are the 2, that's all the plates that I used on this manicure. Okay, so there we go. All right, so on my thumb, what I want to do is I'm not going to do one of these because I want this to be special. This is my ring finger. I'm going to leave that as it is. I'm sorry, I'm just going to do one of those. But what I did was I painted it the blue. Then I did the snowflakes, put white on those snowflakes. And then because this clear jelly stamper is a layered stamper. I was able to do this in white, and then I used for the candy stripe this color from Maniology stamping polish. It's called Shaka Santa, and it's number B411. So that is the red peppermint on there, and it's also what I reverse stamped the little bow out of. And the bow I just did in black. I did the little stick in black too because I had white and so much blue going on. So there you go. Now what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to actually do this thumb, my thumb, in, I don't know if I want to do that in the candy or if I want to do, so I don't know if I should do one of these big candies or maybe some packages. No, I think what I'm going to do is do the candies. And what I'm going to, this candy, and what I'm going to do though is I think I will, now I did this one with red, a red base, and I stamped white. This time, I think what I'm going to do is let's see if it makes a difference. And I've never actually done this before. Let's see if we do white and then we stamp it in red. So let's see how that works. So let's use my sticky base coat. And a lot of times this is actually how I work. I do one finger at a time, and then that way I can change my mind, or, you know, that way, because what happens, what I have found is that a lot of times I'll paint my nails thinking, oh, I'm going to use this color, this color, this color. And then I start actually stamping, and it's like, oh, I should have made the nail this color. I should have made the nail this color. So I decided that what I would do is I would do them one at a time, and it works out fine. The only thing is, you know, I'll get this whole hand done, which is great because then I can see how it's going to turn out. And then it's like, oh, I still have another hand to do, but that's okay. This has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed doing this Christmas manicure in July. It's been real fun. Okay, so now I'm going to put this white on, and this white, and I am a very, very, very sloppy painter. If you've seen me paint or my nails on other videos, I don't care what I get on myself, because in the end, I'm going to clean it off. So I don't have to draw on the lines because I can fix it. Okay, so there you go. So this one I did, that one, my middle finger I did with the red base and white stamping polish. And this one I'm going to do with the white base and red stamping polish, and see if it turns out, see if it looks any different. I did go through my plates though, and Clear Jelly Stamper has this peppermint pattern, but so does, this is What's Up Nails, and this is B003. So this one has a really nice pattern too. So either one is good. In fact, what I'll do is I'll use this one for this one. This is one of my favorite plates. I really like the candy canes. I like the snowflakes on this one. I like the Santa and this, like these little trees, and of course the candy. But if you can only buy one plate, I'd say get this Clear Jelly Stamper one. And like I said, it's CSJC-27. Okay, the other one of What's Up that I really, really like, that I was actually going to do, which I will do another time in July, because I'm going to do a couple manicures for Christmas in July, is this one, and this is B022. And what I'm going to do is do a really cute reindeer one using these greens and the reindeer and the stripes and everything else that's in this plate. But we'll save that for next time. Okay, so let's see. I think we're probably, I dropped my stamper on the floor. Dry enough to stamp. And let's use this one, because let's see what the difference is. Let's do something a little different, not much different, but, and see, I think it would be a big mistake to introduce green in this. Now, what we could do, though, is we could do a blue. Nah, we'll do the red. Okay, so here we go. But that would probably match if we did this one in blue, a blue peppermint. But we'll do it in red. Okay, so, all right, so let's take this. And by the way, if you haven't seen any of my videos, I actually ordered some full-size scrapers. The ones that you get in the Maniology box is the half ones, like they're only, they're half the size. And I'll tell you, the full-size one is I think it's easier to use than the half ones. So if you're having problems or you just want to try something different, they're not that expensive. Get yourself some full-size scrapers. They made a difference, at least for me. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, turned out good. And I'm going to put this on my thumb. Okay, so this one was red, a red base with white peppermint. And this one is a white base with red peppermint. So, swirls. So I do think there's a difference. I do think there's also a difference in using this other plate. Looks like that I got, well, it could be two because my thumb is bigger. But it looks like I got a little bit more peppermint stripes. Maybe not. Maybe it's about the same. But that turned out really cute. So let's do, okay, I need some acetone. And I'm going to clean this finger up, my thumb. Need my cleanup brush here. And if any of you do not have a cleanup brush, I'm telling you again, this is one of those game changers. You need to have a cleanup brush. They really do make a difference in your cleanup and the way your nails look. I do have to say that the water decals do take some practice. Read the directions on there. Know that it has that plastic film on there. It's you cannot. They are very thin stickers unless you don't get all the film and the paper off. Then they're very thick stickers, and you don't want that. Okay, so there that is. And I'm going to put some smudge-free top coat on this. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do my ring finger on the other hand so that you can see how exactly what I did on my ring finger on this hand. All right, so that's done. And that turned out, I think that manicure is really cute. I really like the stickers blended in with other stuff. So I really like how this turned out. How this one turned out. I did not know that this had the little lollipop on it, on that plate, the clear jelly stamper plate. So it was a really nice surprise to see that I had such good matching things. Okay, so let me do, let's do my ring finger on this finger. So let's get the sticky base coat. And a lot of people use this to on their nails before they put their dried reverse painting decal on. And sticky base coat helps to stick it on there. But don't forget that this is a base coat, so you can absolutely use it just as a base coat. And that's what I do. I use it as a base coat. Sometimes I do use it as for my decals, but I use mostly as a base coat. Okay, so we'll let that dry for a couple seconds. Okay, so now I'm going to put my base coat on. Again, it's the blue, Sally Hansen blue, my favorite blue. And you know, I usually can always find it at Meijer. So when you go to Meijer's next time, pick up this blue. You won't be disappointed. It's very pretty. And I think Sally Hansen, this brand is, what's it called? Gel, Miracle Gel. I think this really lasts for a long time. So it's a nice polish. It's kind of thick and the colors are nice that they have. And it does last. It does, it's a good polish. I have had, in fact, I think this polish is the one I started out buying. So don't be hesitant to buy it because it's at Meijer and because it's Sally Hansen. All Sally Hansen polishes seem to be good. Okay, so I put 2 coats of the blue on and cleaned it up. And I don't even know why I cleaned it up because it just dawned on me I'm doing these snowflakes, so those will get all over. Okay, so let's do the white. Oh, and before I do that, the last time I used my stamper, I did not clean it off, so I want to get the stuff off from last time. Okay, so I'm going to do the snowflakes first because remember that is on top of our base. So we'll do some snowflakes. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on. And this doesn't matter which way it goes, so I can do it anyway. Stick that on there. And there's my snowflakes. Now the next thing we're going to do is the candy. And I like to use my little round stamper for that. And I don't know why. I think with small images, these small round stampers just do a great job. Okay, so let's wipe this off. And by the way, if you want to save some money, don't spend any money on a cotton grabber. These wooden clothespins work great. In fact, they work better because they don't fall apart and they're extremely cheap. So there you go. There's a little helpful hint for you. Okay, so now I'm going to do white for this. Now, since it is a total negative space, you're going to kind of lay the stamping polish on there thick and then let it sit for a couple seconds. And then when I scrape, I'm going to scrape very lightly like that. And when I stamp, I'm going to stamp very lightly. Okay, so here it is. So now I have to remember that I did my nails so that I would see it correctly, that it wouldn't be upside down. So I'm going to have to stamp this nail the same way. So I'm going to put it down. Okay, and what I want to do is I actually want to do it a second time. When I did it the first time on the other side, I did 2 coats of white. I really wanted the red to show up on this, so I'm going to do it a second time. Let that sit for a couple minutes. A couple seconds, not minutes. Give it a scrape. Pick it up. All right, and I'm going to put that on here. I'm going to make sure I have a little piece of white here. I want to get that off. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here, line this up with the first one as best as I can. All right, so now I have a good white base for the candy. All right. Next, I'm going to do the actual striping. So I'm going to use this one right here. And I'm going to use the Shaka Santa for that. It's right here. And again, I'm going to use my round little stamper. Put that on there. Let it sit for a couple seconds. And then give it scrape, pick it up, take off this little boo-boo right there. And I'm going to put this on my nails. All right, so I'm going to line this up as good as possible. And I got a little wavy there because I got it down and then I changed my mind and tried to move my hand and it kind of went wavy, but that's fine. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to use the little stick, put the little stick down, and I'm going to do that in black only because I had so much white on here. I was afraid if I did it in black that, or if I did it in white, that it wouldn't show up. So there's the white and I'm going, or black, and I'm going to use my handy dandy small round stamper, and it's hard to see, but it is on there. I'm going to put my little stick on there. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is my bow. And I think the bow really set the whole thing off. So I'm going to go to that Maniology plate. Let's see if I can find it amongst all these plates. And I'm just going to get out of this full nail stamp, I'm going to get the little bow right here. And I think it has holly in it, but I just painted over it, so it was fine. So I'm going to do this. Give it a scrape. Okay, and there it is. And I'm going to take my tape and I'm just going to go around and take out everything that I don't want in it. All right, so all I have left is the bow. And then I'm going to clean off my plate here. And then I'm going to paint it, fill it in with the Shaka Santa. You can see right here where I've done it once already. Do it again. You can't skip on the paint when you do these reverse painting because if it gets too dry, it's going to drag across your decal and ruin it. Okay, so and I love using a dotting tool. I do not like using a brush. As I've said before, if I use a brush, I feel like I need to brush with it, and and I'm sure with practice I could get it, but I don't like it, so I use the dotting tool. And you know, if I have like huge areas to fill, sometimes I will use the brush, but my first instinct is definitely to go to the dotting tool. Okay, and then on the top here is where the little holly sticks up, and I'm just going to try and take that off without ruining it. There you go. Okay, so there is the little bow. I think it could use a little bit more paint right up. When you turn it over, you can see where you've missed. I missed right up here. And I missed right up here. There. Okay, now we're going to let that dry. And then all I'm going to do is put that bow on there and clean up. So let me go ahead and clean up. Now see, I could have left, if I would have left my blue on there, I could have just cleaned it all up at once. But I don't know why I started messing with the acetone and thought, I might as well clean the blue up because I just have a reversed stamping to do, so it won't make a mess, but I forgot about the snowflakes. And if you buy any of Maniology's boxes, I don't know if it was last Christmas or the Christmas before, I'm not sure, but one year they had actually had Christmas plates for people who lived in states that don't get snow, which I think that's great because, you know, we have a tendency to think of, you know, all our childhood programs are, you know, Santa's in the North Pole and it's snow. And I happen to love snow, so I do live in a state that has snow. But for the people who don't have snow, you know, in the western states and that, I think it was cool for them. But I really like snow. So anytime I think of Christmas, and it's, like I said, I think it's ingrained in you because you always watch those Christmas shows. You always think of snow. So everything that I do, like whether I use the little dots or I use actually snowflakes, anything I do with Christmas, it seems to always, I don't mean to, but it always seems to have snow in it. So just fair warning to you. All right, so I want to make sure that this little bow is dry before I put it on. And here again is my nails. And I think they turned out really good, and I do like these decals. Look for those on sale. And get yourself some and practice with them. Don't practice too much, though, because you don't have too many in a package. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. There you go. So there is the finger that you missed, my ring finger, and that's exactly what I did with this one. And so I hope you liked this video. Please tell me in the comments if you want more videos of me doing a manicure, and I am going to shoot for doing Christmas manicures for the whole month of July. So thanks for watching.